Hi there, this is just a very quick update and explainer with regards to iRFFB and its use within iRacing for improved seat of the pants feeling for force feedback effects. I just want to show you a schematic with a view, sort of a telemetry readout of the three different types of force feedback. If we can see here, the top line, the blue line, is the standard iRacing feedback, which is obviously very quick, very little delay. But let's have a closer look. Let's zoom in here. And can you see how blocky this is and flat? Now, to me, after having used iRFFB for quite some time now, iRacing's feedback, unfortunately, just feels very mushy. And you can see that represented here in this graph. It's obvious. Now the second line down here, the red line, is the 60 Hertz direct filtered mode. This is the 60 Hertz direct filtered mode. And you can see here already there's a much greater amount of detail there. And you know, the latency is minimal. It really is minimal. And the bottom line here, again, very, very detailed, is the 360 Hertz telemetry. Again, amazingly detailed in comparison to the iRacing graph line here. However, there is some additional delay there with the 360 Hertz mode. Now, there are various reasons for this, which I'm not technically minded enough to explain, but I can show you, if I can close this window, a sort of pretty good representation as to why we might be feeling that. Here we go. Excuse me. So this is the 360 Hertz mode, where literally iRFFB will take the telemetry map, the telemetry data, not the force feedback data, the telemetry data, and then interpret those effects and output them to your wheel, for which there is a delay. Now, using the 360 Hertz mode, you do not need to use VJoy. You can use this just with iRFFB running and making sure that when you first set this up, that you recalibrate your wheel within iRacing. The other mode within iRFFB is the 60 Hertz direct mode, which sends that data through to your VJoy virtual device, obviously assuming that you've installed VJoy, and also then lays on top the telemetry map for those effects and seat of the pants effects. Now the delay on this version is a lot less than the 360 Hertz mode. I think approximately half or 2/3 of the delay or the latency that would be within the 360 Hertz mode. Again, it's not going to be as crisp and quick as iRacing's force feedback, but you're getting a lot more detail which I showed you previously on the got to go back to the graph, on the graph here, and you can see quite clearly there where the top reading, which is the standard iRacing feedback, is very, very blocky. The number of actual data points there is very low compared to 60 Hertz direct and 360 Hertz there down at the bottom. Once again, for me, the preferred mode is 60 Hertz direct filtered. You do need to run that through VJoy. You do need to make sure that the wheel is calibrated within iRacing. You do need to make sure that iRFFB is running. There are a few things, and I'm not saying that iRFFB is perfect, because especially since this new build, Season 4, I have had iRacing just not picking up on iRFFB at all. We'll wait and see what happens. This current version of iRFFB is being maintained by Fuzzwah, who's done a brilliant job. I think I'm saying his name correctly. And he's added support for some of the newer vehicles that have been brought into iRacing. So they now also have the seat of the pants effects here. I'll leave links to the 1.5.6 version of iRFFB and also to the updated VJoy build 2.1.8, because I'm not sure. I don't think VJoy is officially supported by the original developers. I think somebody's taken this upon themselves to update. So if you are having issues with VJoy, this latest version of iRFFB, that's 1.5.6, needs to be run in conjunction with VJoy 2.1.8. I'll leave the links below in the description, and I'll do my best to answer any questions if anyone has any questions there regarding that. I don't know everything about it, but I do refer back to the original authors of iRFFB, who was NLP 80, NLP 80, as you can see here. He was the original author, and on his page in GitHub, you will see that there is a wiki. Read through that. It makes interesting reading, and it explains to you why specific force feedback types have more delay than others. Also, explains to you how to set it up and the configuration and so on, and what all the different effects can do. Okay then, thanks for watching. Catch you all again.